Hi, my name's Tyron, and this is my presentation on why I think our mental health is more important and vital than we think. Mental health affects how we feel, think, and act. It's important at every stage of life so that we can cope with stressful situations, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to our community. Mental illnesses are brain function disorders. They have many causes and result from complex interactions between a person's genes and their environment. A person struggling with mental health should not be viewed any different than if someone were experiencing a physical illness. Mental illness is not a choice or a failure. It does not discriminate. It can affect anyone regardless of age, gender, social status, ethnicity, or any other aspect of cultural identity. In fact, mental illnesses occur at smaller rates around the world, in every culture, and in all socioeconomic groups. A mental illness makes the things you do in life hard, like work, school, and socializing. It's also not always clear when a problem with mood or thinking has become serious enough to be a concern. Sometimes a depressed mood is normal, such as when a person experiences the loss of a loved one. If that depressed mood continues to cause distress or gets in the way of normal daily functioning, the person may benefit from professional care. Early identification and effective treatment is key to treating a disorder and preventing future disability. A healthcare professional will connect symptoms and experiences to help formulate a diagnosis. According to the American Psychological Association, the percentage of young Americans experiencing certain types of mental health disorders has risen significantly over the past decade, with no corresponding increase in older adults. The rate of individuals reporting symptoms consistent with major depression in the last 12 months increased 52% in adolescents from 2005 to 2017, from 8.7% to 13.2%, and 63% of young adults ages 18 to 25 from 2009 to 2017, from 8.1% to 13.2%. The rate of young adults with suicidal thoughts or other suicide-related outcomes increased 47% from 2008 to 2017, from 7% to 10.3%. Mental illnesses and suicide is not only an issue in America, it's a global issue. Furthermore, it continues to grow each day that passes. The concern with mental health isn't just about the statistics, it's about well-being. It can affect families, friends, and our communities, but you can help make a difference by learning to recognize the signs of mental illness. Mental health is one of the most important things that should never be avoided and should never be put off as something that can be dealt with later in life. It's paired with physical health and its importance. Cultural trends in the last 10 years have had a large effect on mood disorders and suicide related outcomes among younger generations, as well as social media being one of the main factors of the emotional instability in today's generation. Today's society, when regarding the young generations, are not doing so well when it comes to mental health. This should be an inevitable circumstance, but unfortunately, mental health and mental illness are taboo subjects. Mental health and mental illness should also not be a subject that is judged upon. It should never be shamed upon, though, since misconceptions about mental illnesses have formed over the decades. Stereotypes placed upon people with mental illness has been nothing but an increase of an emotional pain for them, which can invoke stigma in people with mental illness. Right now, 1 in 5 adults in the U.S., around 47.6 million people, experience mental illness. Less than half seek treatment, and those who do often wait a decade or more to get help because they're embarrassed or ashamed. Stigmatization is unfortunately more normalized in the mental community, and why we as a society need to help get rid of the shame that people with mental illness feel. Such as speaking on this taboo subject a lot more so people can feel confident in getting help that they need. As I repeat my claim, your mental health is important. You should never be held back from getting help that you need. Help is imperative when you're struggling, or else the turnout could be fatal. We as a society need to start paying attention to ourselves as individuals and the people around us. We need to take care of ourselves and watch out for anything that could have pernicious effects on our mental health. We need to work on ourselves and develop knowledge of our self-image. It's important for us to surround ourselves with a peaceful atmosphere and build our self-control. We can take control of our lives with the right headspace. Adding so much pressure on ourselves will only lead us to pernicious consequences with our mental health.